Good morning, ma. Now we continue the topic main components of a programming model. In that we can have the subtopic that is nothing but data movement components in grid file transfer protocol and reliable file transfer. Okay, reliable file transfer service. Now we can say that is nothing but data movement or data management components. First of all, we have to learn about grid file transfer protocol is a pre-web service component. It consists of three parts. How many parts it consists of? Three parts. First one is Globus Grid FTP server, and we want to install in a server a host where the data resources exist. Okay, and coming to the second point, Globus URL copy and a scriptable command line client for Globus Grid FTP server. And coming to the third one, a set of libraries. We are using this set of libraries, the Globus Grid FTP server interface. Different file systems can be accessed by the same client tool. Okay, now we can learn about Globus Grid FTP servers interface, and different file systems can be accessed by the same client tool and the Globus URL copy. This interface is called data storage interface. What we want to say, this interface is nothing but a data storage interface. Now we can use a POSIX file system and storage resource system, high performance storage system, and used in Condor G or supported by this interface. Now we can say reliable file transfer is a web service component. Okay, it can be considered as a job scheduler. What we can say here in the sense, a set of library, the Globus URL copy can access the data resources by a number of protocols, including hypertext transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol secure, and file transfer protocol. And we can say grid security infrastructure file transfer protocol and file. We can learn about some commands. We want to transfer a remote file to the indicated directory of a local host. Now we can see the efficient tool for data movement, that is nothing but grid FTP is an efficient tool, is an effective tool for data movement, but it has some limitations. For example, we can say it doesn't support the web service protocol, in the sense a simple object access protocol, and for maintaining the socket connection, it cannot be ignored. Instead of this reliable file transfer, it is a web service complaint component. It can be considered as a job scheduler for data movement. So the reliable file transfer provides users with an interactivation function throughout the data moment. It is an interactivation function. Okay, users should only give the uniform resource location list of resources. In the sense, users should only give the URL list of resources. And reliable file transfer, we can edit the job description file. We can edit the job description file according to the user's request, and can also answer the queries for transferring the status, as well as we can notify about the change of the state. Okay, this is the concept of data movement components. Now coming to this, in this concept we can learn about what we can learn about, one tool will be there, that is nothing but we can say this RLS server. What server? RLS server. We can say this RLS server, in the sense it is a tool, it is a component. What RLS, it is a tool to trace the replica of the data. What we want to trace there? We want to trace the replica of the data. The RLS server contains all the registries of the original data and the data replicas. What we our main motto in the sense RLS, it is a tool or we can say component. What we want to trace their replica of the data. So the RLS server, it contains all the registries of the original data and the data replicas. Once a file is created, it is registered to a RLS server. Okay, in the sense users send a request with the logical file name, in the sense the unique identifier of the original file. What I meant to say, in the sense users send a request with the logical file name, in the sense the unique identifier of the original file to the RLS server. What is in coming to this server, RLS server returns all the physical file names. What they return, the physical file names, they return what they return, the physical file names. We can say the once the file is created, the location of a copy of the original file, the RLS server, in the sense the location of a copy of the original file registered to it. First of all, we can the location of a copy of the original file we can registered, and then the server, the reliable location server, it can be configured to be either distributed or centralized. They can say it is a web service component for a higher level data management service. It is a web service component for higher level data management service. It works on the top of reliable file transfer and reliable local service what they can located. In that one, it accepts the user's request for locating. What they accept, it accepts the user's request for locating and transferring and registering the new replicas of data files. The new replicas of data files, it accepts the user's request for locating and transferring and registering. Okay, it uses the reliable file transfer for file transfer and for we can say RLS, in the sense RLS, registration and location mapping. Okay, registration and location mappings. In addition, for we can perform the data discovery function. We can perform there the data discovery function, in the sense the nothing we can, first of all, we can copy of a location of the original file registered to it. The server can be configured. It should be either distributed or centralized. They check it once, and then the data discovery function, it is a web service component for higher level data management service. It works on the top of reliable file transfers and the registration and location mapping servers. It accepts the user's request for locating and transferring and registering the new replicas of data files. Mainly it uses the reliable file transfer for file transfer and for registration and location mappings. In addition, we can say the data discovery function will be performed. Later we can discuss the subtopic, that is nothing but job submission. In the sense, we can say global resource allocation manager. We can learn about here the GT4 component, grid resource allocation management. It is a uniform interface. For different resource management systems. It is a uniform interface for different resource management systems. It lies at the bottom level in the component architecture of grid technology. It lies at the bottom level in the component architecture of grid Globus toolkit. Okay. And coming to this, it can interact and control a variety of local schedulers. It can interact and control a variety of local schedulers such as Condor, PBS, LSF, etc. We can say these are which are installed at different grid resources sites. Okay, and coming to the concept of GRAM, in the sense Global Resource Allocation Manager, what it processes the requests for resources, what they needed for remote application execution, and allocates the required resources, and we want to manage the active jobs. Okay, we have seen it has two implementations. First one is a pre-web service GRAM and a web service GRAM. Coming to this, in pre-web service GRAM, the non-web service GRAM, we can learn about the main components or the gatekeeper. Main components or the gatekeeper installed on a remote computer. It is installed on a remote computer, and the job manager, what which is created by the gatekeeper. What I meant to say, in the sense, the main components or the gatekeeper installed on a remote computer and the job manager, and which is created by the gatekeeper. When a job is submitted, the gatekeeper of a remote computer receives a request. Okay, the gatekeeper creates a job manager for the job to start and monitor this job. After the job is finished, the job manager also terminates. Okay, that is the concept of job submission. We can say the web service GRAM, it is composed of a set of web service resource file, the complaint. Okay, web services, what they locate, what to submit, the monitor and cancel the jobs on grid computing resources. Now we can say these jobs can either be interactive jobs, or we can say the jobs managed by a local scheduler. Okay, so the jobs are started by the managed execution job services, in the sense a Java service implementation running within the Globus container. So we can say this web service accomplishes the function the similar to that of a gatekeeper in the pre-web service GRAM. So we want to create a managed job factory service, an instance of stateful managed job service, for we want to controlling and monitoring the job. It is the concept of job submission. Later we discuss the concept of information discovery. What we can say, information discovery, in the sense information discovery, in the sense monitoring and discovery systems. It is a suite of web services to monitor and discover the grid resources. Okay, we want to monitor and discover the grid resources and grid services available within a, not in my here, within a virtual organization. Okay, monitoring and discovery systems, it is a suite of web services to monitor and discover the grid resources and the grid services available within a virtual organization. In the sense, what I meant to sense, in the sense, this service module offers you the index services, trigger services, and one more very important concept, that is web MDS, web service data browser, and underlying framework, we can say, that is, and aggregate frameworks. In the sense, now we can learn about these index service, trigger service, web MDS, and aggregate framework. These are the concepts included in information discovery. Now we can learn about the sub concept, that is nothing but collecting information, where we can collecting that information at aggregator framework. Okay, first of all, what is meant by aggregator framework? It is the foundations of the index service and trigger service. What I meant to say, it is the foundation of index service and trigger service. It is the responsible for the information collection. What it is responsible for? It is the main duty for the information collection. What I meant to say in the sense, in order to collect the resource information, and aggregator framework utilizes the information systems at the answer level. Okay, some of these information systems are Globus toolkit components such as web service, global resource allocation manager, and reliable file transfer. We can say the others are the third party information systems. These information systems furnished mainly mainly five. That is, first one is information about the resources themselves. What, ma'am? Information about the resources themselves, called, we can say, resource properties. What we want to say, the resource properties, these information systems, what they furnished information about the resource themselves, called resource properties. And second one is information about the local scheduler published by the web service GRAM, in the sense global resource allocation manager. And coming to the third one, information concerned with file transfer, such as the status of the server. We meant to say, such as the status of the server, in the sense transfer status and the number of active transfers, in the sense published by reliable file transfer. Okay, published by reliable file transfer. And coming to the one more point, we can say information to identity, in the sense which is virtual organization the services serve. Okay, information to identity, which virtual organization the services serve. And finally, we can say the resource information published by other web service reliable file services. What we can say, resource information published by other WSRF services. Okay, web services provided, it should be reliable, the file transfer will be or not, we can see. Now coming to the another sub concept, that is nothing but, we can say, here two information services. The first one is index services and second one is trigger services. First we can say index service. Look at this index service, all of you. First of all, we can learn about the index service has two functions. How many functions? They have two functions. First is the collecting of monitoring and discovery information from grid services. From grid services, first it is the collecting of monitoring and discovery information, and we can say the second is publishing the information as a service group at a single location. Okay, what I meant to say in the sense, second is publishing the information as a service group at a single location. Okay, these functions are realized at a virtual organization level. In the sense, index service offers two interfaces. One interface is used to put information into the index and the other is used to retrieve information from the index. Okay, now we can learn about trigger service. Trigger service has two functions. Okay, first one, it collects the information about the grid resources. And triggers some predefined actions and triggers from predefined actions. And coming to this, what we want to say, it and triggers some predefined action, and if the collected data meets some specified criteria. Okay, and then we can see the predefined action actions. It may be sending a message to an end user, or we can writing to a structured log file. Okay, the predefined actions may be sending a messages to an end user or writing to a structured log file. Finally, we can learn about the last subconcept, that is nothing but standard web interface. What interface? Standard web interface. It is nothing but a web monitoring and discovering and discovery system. What we want to say, web MDS. It is a standard web browser interface for users to view the formatted information about the grid services and resources. That is the concept of web MDS. It is a standard web browser interface for users to view the formatted information about grid services and resources. Okay, thank you, ma. Okay, I will end the session now. This is the concept of main components of programming model. Okay, later we can see that is none other than the concept, that is introduction to Hadoop framework. Okay, thank you, ma.